Okay, here's a little new route that I have been making and still am. This is the scale of it, and I will use this for when I get the Australian content when I go to that website. So I will show you some things about it. I'll tell you what might be happening, and if what some of these industries are going to be doing. So far, the cough has gone away for a while. So far, this is where I've gone up to with the detail. I'm still working on it a little bit, but here's the grain depot. Here's a box carriage area. Now the annoying thing is, because I don't have any Australian like buildings or anything, this is mainly all American stuff so far. But anyway, here is meant to be the main yard. So this is meant to be where all the carriages line up. Here's the oil industry where they'll oil up. Here's the engine depot. And here's the roundhouse. If we go out a little bit, I'll show you those other lines where those other train lines go to. I've also made a little town, which looks pretty cool. Still making it. And one thing that I think you guys will enjoy when this map goes out, which I will do it for free, is that as well, I've added power lines of course, but I've also added wires and all that to make it look a little bit more realistic. So it'll kind of look like that the power lines are there for a reason. Because if you didn't know, when I was young I absolutely used to love power lines. Anyway, here's where it ends so far. So here's just another normal little neighbourhood. Still working on it, of course. And it just goes a little bit around here. This is the main highway here. I'm trying to build another little town area. And the train line just keeps going forward until we hit here. So this way splits to the passenger area, and this side splits to the freight area. So this is a coal and coal industry where trains load coal. This is a place where oil trains get unloaded. Here's another station, the last one. That's where some passenger carriages can be stored. A turntable that where the train can flip around if it has to, if it's that type of train. Here's a little boxcar area, I'm just going to call it that. A little sand dump area where it fills up with sand. A logging industry where you unload logs. Lumber where you load them. And I've also made a little power station here, which I'm not gonna lie, took me forever to make it. Anyway, we'll go along the other side now. So technically starting from here is where the main line would start. Goes all the way down here. Got quite a few level crossings. We'll have a look at that track in a minute. Quite a few bridges. Just let it load a bit. I've also added a little house there. You can just see it right there. But so far this is the part that I've managed to finish. I think it looks pretty good. Unless you guys have any suggestions where I could maybe put some buildings or something there. Train tunnel down there. Here's a place where we load coal, so another area. This is where you load the logs. And then it goes down there, another level crossing. Then that's where the tunnel emerges. Now just down the straight line is where the track ends, with a couple more little industries there. They're the same, roughly, except one is where you unload the lumber. Right, so as you can see, there's heaps of roads everywhere, and a little bridge. A little neighbourhood. Another this is where we load up the box cars, and this is where you unload that sand. Another little box car area. A station. Return, another little tunnel. Little siding there. Another little station. In total it's meant to be 8 train stations. So that's a freight line that goes down there. That's another passenger line. Now after this is where we enter the main train station. Not that big, but I'm going to plan on having a little city here. A little neighbourhood there. Down there will be a little bit of a few factories just down there. So anyway, this is where the passenger trains all either leave or depart. This is the passenger area where all the passenger line stock will be kept. And this is the roundhouse where they'll all be kept when they are needed. The little oil place where they can fill them with oil. Now I would make it where very rarely a freight train, an oil freight train will come up and then unload the oil tankers. Then it'll fill up these. Right, so that's the passenger area. We'll have a look at the separate line, the separate lines next. Alright, we'll look at this train line first. So here's the freight line. Here's just another original place where the freight trains fill up oil and all that type of stuff. Here's where it all gets sorted, all the oils, all the freight cars. Here's where the coal trains empty their coal. That's going to be a coal dumping area. Got a couple level crossings over there with an oil refinery. It just continues down there where we could store some oil tankers. So that's it for that train line. Let's have a look at the next one, which is this one. So this is another passenger line. They'll go down here. We have a couple of train stations. There'll be a level crossing there, and there's a bridge. Let's wait for this annoying thing to load. Come on, load. I hate it sometimes. Anyway, it continues down here with another bridge, another little train station. I'll probably fix that, put a new station there. And then, as you can see, we've gone back to the main yard. Now, for the last train line, the last little branch line, is this. It's probably the longest one. I've only really just put this down, so still got a lot of work to do. Like I said, there's still a lot of work to do. And if I do release this route, I will do it for free. So there you go, that's the last train station. That's where they would switch and then go backwards and blah blah blah. I'll have to put a turntable there too. I'll put a couple of train stations there. But other than that, guys, that's it. So that's my train route. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Especially the one that's mentioned this, which if you see this video, I wanted to say a massive thank you to you, because if it wasn't for you, I wouldn't have made this lovely route, and even I like it. So thanks, man. I hope you've enjoyed the video, and I'm now going to go on the website and see what I can do and see if I can download these trains. But just one thing I wanted to say is my game keeps saying download to service pack free, and I'm worried about that, because if I download the service pack free, the trains might not work then. So and the problem is with my one, it did say if you don't download the service pack free, then there's something bad that's going to happen, and I don't want that. Like, some trains will not work then, or something, or at the end it'll just download by itself. So I'll get these trains now, as long as service pack free doesn't beat me, because it said it will be doing it, but today or tomorrow it will try to download itself. Hopefully it doesn't. But I'll go to that website now, and I'll just like I said, I just want to say a massive thank you to you, and with everyone else. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you hopefully the next one driving these Australian trains on this route. Bye bye for now. I'll see you soon.